Sonny Johnson, currently from Breitbart News.
I've been speaking a while without notes, but I'm going to have notes this time because the conversation that we have is going to be a little bit tricky, so I want to make sure I kind of stay in my parameters. Everyone knows Andrew for the media giant that he was. You have James, you have Brandon, you have people like Wayne, Dupree. You have a lot of people that are in the journalist realm, and they're doing their jobs. So I'm going to step out of their lane and get into my lane where I belong. See, because Andrew just wasn't journalism. Andrew was people. More voices. That was it. It's what attracted him to me to him. It's what made me want to fight for him. It's what made me want to fight with him. More voices, more voices, more voices. Always, always, always more voices. And that's what Andrew was to me. And that's what I'm going to be today. So since this is the What Would Andrew Breitbart Do, I was kind of happy when I heard Anita was going to be here because I was like, she's black and she's a woman. Yay, she can play the nice role. I can be the badass. Good job. So when I heard that she wasn't going to be here, and prayers out to her for her health, when I heard that she wasn't going to be here, I'm like, oh my God, do I need to play the feminist? Do I need to play the token? No, I'm sick with badass. That's where we're going. If you had the absolute honor and beautifulness of seeing Stacey Washington speak this morning, then you're going to think you maybe heard some of this before. Just remember that Stacey is nice. Me, not so much. So mine might come with a little bit rougher edges. So when I hear that Baltimore has been run by the Democrats for the last 50 years, I don't hear a diss on the Democrats. I hear Republicans have sucked for the last 40 to 50 years. We can all agree that the progressive ideology is destroying America. It breeds death, destruction, and poverty. How bad do Republicans have to be to lose to death, destruction, and poverty? Now, these same Republicans look down their noses at people who have been trapped under this progressive ideology their entire life. They are criminals and thugs. And according to some on Facebook and Twitter, they're animals. Well, here I am, to quote Kendrick Lamar, because I'm a hip-hop head, one of those proud monkeys. You see, because at CPAC, I had an epiphany. Was it the lack of black speakers? No. Was it the lack of a black presence? No. Did it have anything to do with race at all? No. Actually, it came in camouflage and a bandana. What are the 3 words you never hear a politician say? I love you. If you were at CPAC, you saw Phil Robinson stand on stage with a worn Bible in his hand, and he talked about love in camouflage. And I thought to myself, if he can do that in camouflage, why can't I do it in Nikes? See, but it hit me like a ton of bricks because years I've been trying to tell Republicans and conservatives there's a real anger brewing in the black community. It is not made up. It is not fake. It is a real anger in the black community. I have spent years telling Republicans and conservatives, way before Ferguson, way before Baltimore, if we don't do something, our cities are going to be set on fire. They are going to be burning. We are going to have death. We are going to have more generational poverty. If we don't get in and do something, this is going to happen. They wouldn't listen. I wasn't to be taken seriously. Why? And I'm like, seriously, why? Love. Because when you turn on a TV screen and you see black youth, there's no compassion. There's no understanding. And I'm going to stop right here because let me make something perfectly clear. I'm going to make sure I stay on my notes for this one. I was the black conservative screaming, yelling to the black community that we are killing ourselves. I didn't blame anyone else for what's going on in our community. Way before people started talking about black on black crime statistics. I have always made myself clear on the changes and self-correction that is needed in the black community. And I will continue to do so. There is no excuse for burning down your own damn city. There is no damn excuse. Now, I've done my part over all of these years to evade the racial hypocrisy. So this moment, right here, right now, is not about the self-correction in the black community. This is about the self-correction in the conservative movement. I don't speak on subjects and talk about black and white. I don't rush to every media blasted story and throw my 2 cents in before I actually know what happened. I think I've put in my time. I think I've put in my effort. I think I've put in my work to stand here and tell my truth. Because I think that that's what Andrew Breitbart would do. And that's what he would want me to do. So I'm going to go back to love. When they turn on the TV and they see black youth, there is no compassion. There is no understanding because there is no love. When I see black boys and girls, men and women, burning down their own city, it breaks my heart. I stand with a group of people that have the answers. Come on, don't we know the solutions? In this room, right now, don't we know? Yeah. But we refuse to make it a goal. We refuse to make it a priority. And in every aspect, it looks like we are refusing to love. Everyone is championing Toya Graham as Mother of the Year because she disciplined and corrected her son. But did you hear what she said? He is not perfect. No. But he's mine. Being mine makes him worth fighting for. Well, that's how I feel. Is the black community perfect? No. By no stretch of the imagination. But it is my community. I still live there. And to me, it is worth fighting for. Now, that's just my sentiment talking. You see, I see black people and I love them. That's what makes me look past their circumstance and wish for a brighter future. Yes. I don't deny that. See, I love being black. I love black people. I love black culture. I love hip-hop.
Preach it.
I love fried chicken, watermelon, and sweet tea.
Tell it, girl!
When I choose to, I can go from zero to ghetto in a heartbeat.
Talk about it.
I love my angry black woman, personification, and I use it often, and it's effective, and I love it. I am not going to deny any of that. But I can also point to the intellectual need to destroy the progressive ideology in America. For 50 years, Republicans and conservatives have allowed the death ideology to grow and fester. Isn't that what our liberty movement is about now? A restoration of American values? Well, what better place to start than the wastelands that we have ignored for decades? What does the progressive ideology accomplish in public schools? How do they bowl for economic development? What effect does excessive taxation, over-regulation, and crony capitalism do to a community?
Detroit.
The experiment is over. The results are in. And what do you know? Progressivism breeds death, destruction, and poverty. Ferguson, death, destruction, and poverty. Baltimore, death, destruction, and now even more generational poverty. Is this an excuse? No. It's a reality. We claim progressives want to build a utopia. Let's not steal their thunder and think we actually live in utopia. We have to set our goal. We have to decide what our goal is. Is our mission to destroy the Democrat who is currently in power, or is it to save America? Some of the greatest cities in America are falling into bankruptcy and decay because the people are living under progressive rule. Even if we get a Republican as president, it will not break the chains of progressive rule in Democrat-controlled cities. Every election will remain close, and true freedom will continue to be one election cycle away from extinction. Amen. So when you hear black people screaming to be heard, it's because they know that the people who govern them are not listening. They want the American system to fall because they hate what progressives have done to them. They live under an ideology that had you out in the streets marching against Obamacare. They are out marching to save their sons and daughters from progressive domination. Absolutely. Where are my liberty lovers? The solution. Where are you? You take every opportunity to point to a Democrat. Look what Democrats did. That's what they did. That's their fault. That's their problem. It may be. What is your solution? And that's the true reason I can feel the frustration in the black community. Because I am frustrated. We can't destroy Black Lives Matter. George Soros has too much money. As long as American cities are burning, you will hear these slogans. They will make sure you hear them. Don't think that Occupy was organized, but this isn't. Now, excuse me. Now,
you're awesome.
Thank you. We can't, nor would I want to, reach the people that think kill Whitey or burning down shit is an uprising are actual topics and goals that you actually want to reach. I don't tend to go after those people. I really don't care about those people. They are perfectly fit to be Democrats, and the Democrat Party can have it. We can't, nor would I want to, reach the people who want to live in Section 8 housing, who want to collect food stamps, who want to be dependent upon government for everything. These people are perfectly fit to be Democrats, and the Democrat Party can have them. But there is a section of Black America that has a get up, get out, and get something attitude. To these people, hustle is as natural as breathing. They didn't need to be told to pick themselves up by the bootstraps. Their instincts told them that there had to be a better life. There had to be a better way. And these are the people that live in Baltimore, Ferguson, New York, Los Angeles, Chicago, Detroit. They wear hoodies. They dress in all black. They walk with a swag in their step. They are not thugs because they are in tune with their culture. They are not suspect because you can't tell the difference between them and the criminals. They are the black conservatives you have been looking for but refuse to see. I said I wouldn't still eat while I was out and about. Tell me how he looks different from any other people you see on TV. I'm sorry, babe. I had and this is more than just about gaining new voters. It's about not losing the black conservatives that we have. They're coming to me and saying, there's things I can't say. If only I could, if I could get, well, I'll be the one to say them. We can't afford to lose the ones we have while we're not gaining new ones in the process. And this isn't about, and I promise I will say nothing else for the rest of this panel. This isn't about the police. Most of these areas have strict gun laws. The citizens have been told it is not their job, but the job of the police force for their protection. Like the case of Toya Graham, who is now under scrutiny from Baltimore Child Protective Services for putting her hands on her sons. The citizens are told it's not your job, but the job of the state to raise your children. It's the government's responsibility to provide housing, jobs, and food. And the citizens are told not to think for themselves, but to blame the color of their skin and accept the shitty hand that is dealt to them. And the police are sent out not to protect and serve, but to enforce an impossible progressive moral code. The police are sent to enforce progressive societal change. And when society rejects it, the progressives who made the laws in the first place throw the police under the bus. The black community and the police force are being pit against each other, and when we, the police force and the community, have the most to gain or to lose if we don't actually open up this conversation. I know I'm pushing on time for 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Because in addition to telling you all of this stuff, I want to show you how I would do it. Just real quick. I want to show you how I would deliver this conservative message to the black community. Can I do that real quick? I hear you. I feel you. I get it. Life in your America sucks. Your parents didn't care or weren't there. The schools pushed you out without making sure you can read. Politicians tell you that a brighter tomorrow, so you smoke as much as you can to get through today. You are tired of seeing your brothers, sons, daughters, cousins, your friends killed, imprisoned, or lost to drugs. You want to do the right thing, but all it takes is one time, one mistake for everything to go wrong. And picking yourself up seems impossible because you can't get a job when you have a record. You're sleeping on your mama's couch because you can't afford your own space. You feel unfit to parent your children because your life is so screwed up. What in the hell are you going to teach them? I get it. I know. But you are being surrounded by the people that championed your track. They developed your public housing. They took control of your education. They sent your fathers to jail for nonviolent offenses. Made single motherhood cool by calling it feminism. Built the police force through unionization you claim harass you. And now when you're fed up, they give agitators reign to burn down your city. Show me your friends and I'll show you your future. If your friends are yelling for death and destruction, do they actually want change? Isn't that what you live in now? Democrats want to be the party of the poor. In order for that to happen, they have to keep you poor. You always have to fight the oppressor. That will mean you are always oppressed. You call us the party of the rich. And I'm going to steal this straight out of Stacey's mouth. Well, I had it written down already. We just think alike. You call us the party of the rich. And I'm not going to be spineless like those who run from it. I'm not rich, but by the grace of God, I will be. I love money. I love the feeling of security. I love being financially dependent on no one but myself and my husband. I love being able to provide my daughters with Nikes and books, an iPad and robotics camp. It is a great feeling. Now come and eat with us. Come and eat with us. If you are tired of being poor and overlooked, come and eat at a table that believes in ownership and growth. See, we won't begrudge your success because we know that the next dinner is on you. Come and eat at a table where we thank and praise God, not government. You to leave a legacy for your children. Our parents left us anger and neglect. We want to leave deeds and stock portfolios and inheritances to our children. Come and eat at a table that values education as the ultimate exit to poverty and backs it up with school choice. Come and eat at a table that values life. Kings and queens do not kill their children. They kill for their children. Come and eat with us. And if I have anything to do with it, and I promise you that I will, you will feel loved and seen and heard. But get ready for the work. Because what we do is not easy. It's not fun. The only thing I can promise you in the end is that it's actually worth it.